time.
Exactly.
So here we are, and now we don't know what's going on because I'm texting, I'm calling,
Yes.
I'm emailing, every
Form
piece
of
of
communication you got. Yeah.
I sent a couple pigeons.
That's it. That's it. Hey.
You know, because I'm trying to.
Like cold on what you call it? Yeah. You be getting your dating call out and you trying to make sure everything's in line. But
They don't show up.
you don't hear back.
You don't hear back from them, and not from just that next day. I mean, this is over time because we thought we were building something.
Yep.
We thought we were connecting. We thought we were working through this process.
Right.
And that together,
We had
we
something.
we had something.
Yeah. Hey, this is John White.
And I'm Aaron Hingston, and we are the A-Team Realty Group.
So we are back with our Real Intentions podcast series that's relating real estate to dating.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a relationship that you're going to build as you're working with a realtor.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to touch on some of the pitfalls and some of the bright moments in this whole process so that you see where we all come together, where it all works for everybody.
Right.
How you end up in this wonderful relationship that you you get. Right. At the end of the day, that's what everybody's looking for. Everybody's looking at everybody else's relationship and they're wanting one of their own.
Wondering, how did you do that?
How did you do that?
Yeah.
What's the secret?
Right.
Well, this is the secret.
This is the secret.
Come with your real intentions.
Be real intentional about it from the beginning.
And you know what's funny? If you come with your real intentions from the beginning, this might not be the actual relationship for you. You
will know.
Right.
Kind of. I mean, that's crazy, bro. Because the thing that you'll understand is that maybe this one is just not the right one.
This one is not the right one. And,
right.
And you'll run into that, and then finally you'll be able to tell your real intentions, and somebody will actually accept you for that.
Yeah. Right.
And then that's how you know, oh, this is pretty good.
This
is going to work out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, like I said, last time we talked about when you swipe right.
Okay.
Right? And on the dating app.
That new dating stuff, right?
That new dating stuff. You got
so swiping right, but then also just meeting folk in the grocery store.
In the grocery store, yeah. Not that people do that in the grocery store anymore because produce is high.
Right, so they not meeting on the grocery line.
Yeah, they trying to stay out the grocery store. The gas pumps and all that, you know. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you're going through the process wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
right. You're being real about the process.
Right.
So after swiping right, here we go. You think, hey, I've got the right guy. This dude, we've gone on 2 dates.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Right.
And everything seems to be just perfect.
Okay. You've done now that you've done a little work, right?
Yeah.
Y'all have shared numbers.
Yep.
You have, you following them on Instagram.
Yep.
Now we've connected.
He ain't changed his relationship status yet.
Yeah, so we're not there yet.
They're not there yet. But you've been dating.
But you kind of stalking though.
Yeah.
I mean, you checking out to see, did they post the dating picture we took?
Right.
Did they take the selfie, and did they post that?
Right. So, but there's something that kind of comes unexpectedly. Like when you get what is it? When you don't have,
like you've been ghosted. Yeah,
there you go, ghosted. So you think, oh yeah, everything's going great.
We've been talking.
We're gonna go on another date in a couple
set up
of days.
Another date.
Yeah.
We went out. All right, and we've done that a couple times.
Had a good time.
Had a great time, right? And said, okay, we will reconnect at this point.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
And so now here it is, I'm texting. Boom, just to double check.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure that my reservations are going to be right.
Right.
I'm making these reservations. I'm setting up these appointments, right?
There you go.
Real estate side. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm setting up these home appointments. I'm setting up these walkthroughs.
Yes, because you can't just show up
You
at
can't just
people's
show up.
houses.
Man,
You've got to schedule this thing. You've got to be intentional.
Yeah.
About going to these houses.
If we was just going to Burger King, we can just walk in.
Right.
Right. But we are going to, when you're dating, you try to impress them, right?
Right.
So you're gonna put your best foot forward.
Exactly.
And we want to make sure that I'm setting up exactly what you said you wanted.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you love seafood, we're not going to Captain D's.
Yeah, right. and when we walk in, the maitre d's gonna be like, "Yeah, hey, John.
Right.
Glad to see you back over here today."
Exactly.
Is
this your lovely lady for the night?
Yeah. They're gonna set it out to make it all
we've been
right.
intentional.
Because
right?
you took the time to make everything, to line it all up.
Yeah.
But
So
then
I'm texting and I'm calling.
Right.
Because I've made these appointments.
Right.
And I want to make sure that we're gonna be there on time.
That we are gonna be there together on time.
Because we don't want to be late.
Right.
We can't be late, actually.
They won't seat you.
They're not going to seat you.
Party.
The incomplete party is not, you can't go in with the incomplete party, right? And so we don't want to keep doing that either, because then you canceled on us last time.
Exactly.
So here we are, and now we don't know what's going on because I'm texting, I'm calling,
yes,
I'm emailing, every
form of communication you got. Yeah.
I sent a couple pigeons.
That's it. Hey.
Because I'm trying to do
like cold on what you call yeah. You be getting your dating call out and you trying to make sure everything's in line. But
they don't show up.
You don't hear back.
You don't hear back from them, and not from just that next day. I mean, this is over time because we thought we were building something.
Yep.
We thought we were connecting. We thought we were working through this process.
Right.
And that together,
we had something.
We had something.
Yeah.
And we just got ghosted.
We got ghosted. That happens. That happens in real estate.
It just happened.
It just happened.
It just happened. Y'all, and our feelings were hurt. Right? We had worked with this couple. Right?
Yep.
We had built relationship.
Yep. They weren't at a point to buy right away, so we put them in a rental.
And before even the rental, they transferred in. They weren't even in the city.
Correct.
Right? They weren't even in the city, so we're connecting with them. We're having meetings with them. When they came to town, we made sure that we laid it out. Right?
Yep. Yes.
So we set aside time to make sure that we could have the conversations, find out exactly what you needed.
Yep.
And then we started these searches.
Boy,
right?
we in love.
Love.
Everybody
man.
On the hook.
That puppy love,
that's
boy.
It,
Everybody
it,
excited.
Boy.
They transferring to us.
That's it.
They working with us and they gonna transfer. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Right? And so we do work through the process. They move, they come in, we get them set up in a rental.
Yes.
And that rental process was crazy. Because we submitted an application. There were 30 other applications.
That's how it is nowadays.
That's how it is, right?
Yeah.
There were 30 other applications on this house. But the guy said, hey, this is favor, right? Because we had that too.
Right.
We have a little favor too,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Because we submitted the application and the guy said, hey, the application we previously had just fell through and yours just came in.
And because you know the people, right?
Relationship.
You can go to bat for
there
them,
you
right?
Go.
Oh, you should see my girl. She's a great girl. You ought to go on and give her a chance. And we just talking up. Oh, she's just wonderful. You ought to. Oh yeah.
She works here. She does that.
She works here.
She does this.
She's got kids. They don't tear up nothing.
Right.
She got her husband. They're very well settled. They're not gonna tear your property up. You gonna love. They pay all their rent on time.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna love them.
They're gonna be great tenants for you.
That's it,
right?
Yeah.
And so we laid it out. And what the agent on the other side says, because you came in at this time, I don't want to have to go through the trouble of looking through all of these other ones. we're gonna take your client because you presented them so well.
Ain't God good?
He's great. He's great. So we share this with our client.
Right.
They excited. Boom, they move into the house.
They move into the house.
But the whole time, we know the long-term story.
The long-term story is that they're going to buy.
Okay.
They just need to get settled here in Houston, figure out exactly where they want to be.
There you go.
And that's a reasonable path, right?
Right.
So next thing you know, what happens after that?
We are still working with
because you follow up with your clients, right? Because once
we are in a relationship.
Right, we're in a relationship. So it's not like we're going to call you and just leave you alone and then come back 5 years later. We're going to stay in touch with you and see how we're going, how we're progressing. Hey, I know you were supposed to be doing this. Did you get it done?
Right.
Hey, I know you were working on credit. Is the credit right?
Right.
Hey, what are we doing to improve our credit? What are we doing to...
Are we ready to go look at a lender?
Are we ready to start looking? Where are we at?
Yeah. And we've done all of those steps, right?
And so she answered the phone.
Yeah. Had a conversation. We hooked them up with the lender.
Yeah.
The lender said, hey, this is what we need to do. We hooked them up with our homeboy, right?
Yeah.
Because they needed a referral.
Right.
They needed a referral. They needed somebody else. So, again, we brought everybody to the table.
Yes.
The whole team to the table, right?
Yes.
And so, hey, my girl need this.
That's it.
And I know you do that well.
Hey, so take care of my baby.
Take care of my people.
There you
right?
go.
And that's what we did. We hooked them up, right? They went to them. My people said, hey, you need to work on these other couple things.
Right.
Okay? So the client came back and said, okay, we're going to take this amount of time and we're going to come back and we're going to work through those things. And then we're going to be ready. Well,
you called back to find out, hey, how are we progressing? And what was the answer?
The answer was, well, we closed on our house last month.
Oh, my. Oh, my. That feels a little some kind of way. I don't know.
Like real some kind of way.
Okay.
We closed on our house last month.
I thought we was in a date.
Huh?
I thought y'all was in a date.
Bruh.
It was one-sided, obviously.
It was clearly one-sided.
Okay.
And I didn't even know what I did.
Ain't that funny?
That's crazy.
Sometimes you don't even know why.
You have no idea.
Don't worry, it's not you, it's me.
Right. That crap.
It's not you, it's me. I'm just not ready for a relationship.
I'm not ready for a real. Yeah, but you got into one.
But you got into one.
It's like them relationships, the dude never wanted to get married.
Right.
And I hope I don't hit too many, soft spots here. But the dude didn't want to get married, didn't want to get married. Break up with you.
And go get married.
Right? And so that's what just happened,
yep.
Right? Broke up. We didn't even know we were broke up. We had to call.
To find out we was broke
to
up.
find out we had just been ghosted. Come on, man. And then, they gave us some reasoning why. But we had a relationship. You could have come to us and told us at the beginning, hey, I didn't feel good about this thing. And let us know because we're under the impression that we got another date coming up.
That we waiting for this next date.
Come on, man. So we understand ghosting, right? And so we're not, because we've been through that situation.
Yes.
We're not going to do that to you, right? We're not going to be those guys that you can't get a hold of. We're the A team on purpose, right?
Correct.
Because if it's not me, then actually it's not either one of us. It's both of us. We show up together. We work together. If I'm on vacation and John is available, John is going to assist you while I'm out, right?
Yep.
And so we build that relationship as a
you're
team.
You're never gonna deal with a lack of service on our behalf because we stay prepared with every deal we work.
Yeah.
To make sure that I can step in where Aaron leaves off.
That's it.
And Aaron can step in where I leave off. And that's what you get when you get A-Team Realty Group.
We've prepared ourselves. Like we spend time just making sure that there's an understanding about what the projects we have going on, right?
Yes.
So yes, we work independently, but even our independent work is still brought to the team table.
Yes.
So that there's a full understanding about everything that we have going on. And when all is said and done, when you say the A team, it's a representation of the whole body.
Yes, yes, you
right?
get the A team.
The A team.
And so there's a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get past the ghosting, right?
Oh, man, but that hurt, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it does. And it just like a dating relationship. Who would say that getting ghosted doesn't hurt in the dating realm?
Yeah, right.
I guess it's kind of supposed to hurt, right?
Right.
Because what it does is it opens you up for when it feels right.
Mm-hmm. You know it.
To really enjoy the right feeling, right?
Right.
So, situation. You've got a friend who knows, oh, I know you've been looking for a date. You've been out on these dating apps, going through all this craziness, this madness, this foolishness.
Right.
And this great guy just popped up into my mind that I don't know why I didn't tell you about him before.
What were you thinking? You see me going through all of this foolishness.
But there's a process you got to go through.
Right.
You might not have been ready for this great guy at that point.
You're right.
Maybe this is what you had to go through to appreciate.
Yeah.
This good guy.
The good one. Yeah, for real.
And so then we come up with the hookup.
The hookup, right?
Hey, we gonna hook you up with this dude.
Yeah.
That he's a good cat.
Yep.
He'll take care of you. He got what you need. You need to know him. Talk to him. Just give him a chance.
Give him a chance, right? Because honestly, the thing is you've in the dating game, right? We like what we like.
That's true.
Sometimes
But
liking
for better
what we
or
like,
for worse.
Sometimes liking what we like is not the best for us.
That is true.
Right? Because I've liked what I liked and I've tried what I've tried so many times and it just hadn't worked out. So me being consistent in that movement just may not be the right thing.
Correct.
Maybe I do need to try something else. And this agent may not be as flashy as the other agent.
Right.
May not drive up to the house in the Porsche, right?
Right.
The Panamera, right?
Right.
May not come up in the 3-piece suit, but may work his butt off for you.
There you go.
Right? To assure that everything that's necessary about this whole dating process is taken care of.
That's it.
That's the guy you need.
That's the guy you need. And maybe your friend knows you well enough to put you in touch with the guy that is what you need.
Right. I know you've been through a couple agents, right? You've been on several dates.
You've talked to a couple of agents and none of them quite feel right.
Because there's always people come to us and say, man, because there's even referrals sometimes from other agents, right?
Correct.
And even from other of our business partners, like a lender may send us somebody.
Correct.
And the lender may say, man, they hard to work with.
Just had one like
Just
that.
had one.
They were like, John, because I know this person is going to require somebody that is ultra patient.
Yeah, right.
I thought of you.
Okay.
And it test your patience. I'm gonna tell you, it test your patience. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm built for.
Yeah, right.
Because I understand that in the long run, getting you what you need is more important than getting it my way.
Right.
And so I'm understanding with that. And turns out, did a great job.
Yep.
She purchased a new home.
Yep.
She enjoys it.
Right.
She just finished doing closet remodeling and everything else.
You mean to tell me you still talking to her?
Yeah, I still talk to her.
So the relationship is still going on?
So the relationship is still going on. It's a lot less, requires a lot less patience now.
Right.
Because when you're going through the process, if you don't know the process, you can be a little harder to deal with.
Right.
But we eased her mind through the process. And then after the process, she's actually really nice and fun to talk to.
Yeah.
And she's got great plans. She's looking to purchase some more homes. And I believe that relationship that we've built
has been built
will continue to go forward.
And that was a referral, right?
And that was a referral.
So that's that referral network where the majority of our relationships are built, right?
Yes.
The majority of our relationships are built on the conversation that has happened between, a previous client and their best friend.
Yes.
Or a previous client and their family. Or a previous client and somebody they met on the street that heard that needed a realtor, right?
And sometimes we're not even the best realtors for the job.
You're right.
Right?
You're right.
So, prime example, had somebody looking for a house in Austin.
Okay.
Now, we can work all over Texas.
Yeah, right.
But at that time, it was more beneficial to have a realtor in the Austin area work with them because the Austin market was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we referred them to somebody else so that they could get the help that they needed, because it's not always about me getting the commission.
That's it.
It's about me getting you what you need.
That's it.
And so that is where, you know.
I mean, that's the awesome part about it, right? Is knowing that in this dating game, is like you said, it's not always about the money, and it's not always about that check coming through, right? Because we've taken some hits,
Right.
to get the right people, the people we built relationship with,
Right.
to get them to where they're supposed to be.
Yes.
You know, even in some of our, you know, we've taken a portion of what we were supposed to get and put it towards somebody to help them because we realized that they needed it, right?
Yes.
We realized that if we don't help, or if we have an opportunity,
Right.
we have the availability,
Right.
and it's going to come back to us. We realize that,
Right.
right? It's not going to be something that we're going to lose in the long run,
Right.
but it does build that relationship. It strengthens that relationship even more.
And there are people that, like you say, we didn't get. I can think of a couple of Section 8.
Yeah, me too.
Section 8 housing
Yep.
folks that require more work than a normal transaction.
The Section 8 is almost more.
Half the time they don't even want to pay you to work with the Section 8. But the person needed
Yeah.
a house. They
Right.
needed the place to stay. And so whether I knew I wasn't getting paid, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what's right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make sure that you get what you need.
Right.
That's my commitment to you.
Right.
That's my part of this relationship. So I'm never going to ghost you because I'm not going to get the commission.
Yep.
I'm never going to, you know.
Man, because look at last year this time, right? The market was cuckoo,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And every seller and even builders were cutting agent commissions, right?
Yep.
They were normally it's at 3%. Now they're at 1.5%. If that, in some instances, right? And so far be it for me to say I'm not taking you to that house because I'm not getting paid.
My commission.
I'm not getting the normal commission that I would have gotten. That's not a solid relationship, right?
That's not a
because
solid
now
relationship.
I put myself
before you,
even in this process, right?
And then what you need doesn't compare to what I need.
And there's nothing else out there, right?
Right.
It's not like there was a ton of other things that I could go and show you or go take you to, right? This is in your price range. It's exactly what you said you wanted. It is the dream that you said you really wanted to be in. We got to go see it.
Yes.
And if you fall in love with it, internally, I'm saying, okay, all right, get yourself together.
Yeah.
You know, and let's go through the process because we just got to.
And I'm going to enjoy your victory.
And we are going to celebrate together.
And we're going to celebrate your victory.
Together.
That you ended up with exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
And I'll get mine down the road.
It's coming back.
It doesn't,
because the thing is, just like we talked about in the previous segment, there's going to be a referral that comes. Yep. There's going to be, we're going to somebody we don't even know.
Exactly.
Is going to call us,
exactly.
Right? Somebody's going to email us. Somebody's going to say, hey, I have this house that I want to sell.
That's it.
And it's just going to pop up, and that's how it happens. That's that favor
God has a way of bringing it all back around to you.
It's all in the plan, bro. Yeah. And a lot of people that come to us, a lot of the dates that we go on, right?
Yes.
I believe are part of that process, right?
Yep.
Because God brings them to us because they know that this process is going to work through in a completely different way with a level of integrity, with a level of commitment that's just not, you're not going to see it everywhere.
Yep. The compassion that will come with.
Yeah. Now, don't believe with pushovers.
Yeah, and we'll let you know that right up front because we're going to tell you we're going to give you our real intentions.
Yeah.
Right?
We're going to be honest.
We're going to be honest, and we expect the same of those that we work with.
Right.
Because that's what it takes to build this relationship between a realtor and a client.
Yeah, I mean, because we have clients who we've dealt with the parents, and then we've dealt with the children.
Yep.
You know, and we've helped them. You know, we help the parents get into a house, and then maybe we help the kids get into a rental or whatever it is, right? And so it's not just an individual relationship,
Yes.
but we're building familial relationships across the board. And I would challenge any other agent, you know, who's in the dating game to just be intentional about your process.
Yep. Yep.
Be clear about it.
Care more about the people than the payday.
Right. Because the paydays will come. They're gonna come.
Yep.
You know, they're gonna come. And when they come, they're gonna be some great ones, right? We have clients that we didn't even finish a process with, but that we still keep up with,
Yep.
right?
That's true.
They're not even looking to buy anymore. But, you know, they still get a happy Mother's Day text or, you know,
Yep,
how
that's
are you
true.
doing? Just checking in, right?
Yep.
And so there's those people too. So it's more than just our commission on the line, right?
Correct.
There's some lifelong relationships that we're building.
The relationship is the key.
It's the complete key.
Yeah. And so we just end by saying, you know, hey, just let us know what your real intentions are.
Right. Yeah.
Because we're going to let you know ours.
Yeah, we've set up our profile. We've given you all of everything that we can give you, right? We've shown you that much. We've gone out on a couple dates. We've worked through the catfish process,
Yep.
right? Where we're hiding some stuff,
Yep,
you know,
yep.
and we're not being clear about what we want. We've gone through that process. We've learned from being ghosted,
Right.
And so we're not bringing that to the table. And now we've gone out and we've really developed a solid relationship because that referral has come through. The people that care about you, that care about us, have connected us, and now we're building.
Now we're building.
And you have a great team behind you.
You're part of a great team.
Yeah, you're part of that team.
That's-
You become part of the A team.
Yep. That was one of the greatest. We do these client videos after we complete transactions.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest compliments I heard was, you made buying my house feel like you were buying your own house.
Oh man, that's good.
And I felt like I was part of the team. And that said a lot to me because that's exactly what we shoot for.
Yeah.
That's exactly the feeling we want you to have in working with us. We don't want you to feel like, oh man, these guys are working with 45 other people. We might be, but we want you to feel like you're the only one.
Yeah. Now we're not cheating.
No, we're not cheating. No, because we're giving you 100%.
I know we're talking about dating, so we're not playing the field. But in this instance, we are definitely, our intentions are clear.
Yes.